smooth. "Look, my brother," said the gardener, "I'll give you an apple tree, the best from my garden, and you, your children, and your children's children shall enjoy it." Then the gardener called his workmen and ordered them to take up the tree and carry it to his brother's farm. They did so, and the next morning the farmers began to wonder where he should plant it. "If I plant it on the hill," said he to himself, "the wind might catch it and shake down the delicious fruit before it is ripe. If I plant it close to the road, passers-by will see and rob me of its luscious apples. But if I plant it too near my door of the house, my servants or the children may pick the fruit." So, after he had thought the matter over, he planted the tree behind his barn, saying to himself, "Prying thieves will not think to look for it here." But the tree bore neither fruit nor blossom this year, first year nor the second. Then the farmer sent for his brother, the gardener, and reapproached him angrily, saying, "You have deceived me, giving me a barren tree instead of a fruitful one. This is the third year, and still it brings forth nothing but leaves." The gardener, when he saw where the tree was planted, laughed and said, "You have planted the tree where it is exposed to cold winds and has neither sun nor warmth. How, then, could you expect flowers and fruit? You have planted the tree with a greedy and suspicious heart. How, then, could you expect to reap a rich and generous harvest? So, you should do everything with good intentions and don't be too suspicious of others." Story 13. The lesson from bamboo trees. One of my beautiful memories as a child is going by the river and sitting idly in the bank. There at that time, I would enjoy the peace and quietness, watch the water rush downstream, and listen to the chirps of birds and the rustling of leaves in the trees. Moreover, I would also watch the bamboo trees bend under pressure from the wind and watch them go back gracefully to their original position after the wind had died down. When I think about the bamboo tree's ability to bounce back or return to its original position, the word resilience comes to mind. When using this word in reference to a person, it means the ability to readily recover from shock, depression, or any other situation that stretches the limits of a person's emotions. Have you ever felt like you are about to snap? Have you ever felt like you are at your breaking point? Thankfully, you have survived the experience to live to talk about it. During the experience, you probably felt a mix of emotions that threatened your health. You felt emotionally drained, mentally exhausted, and you most likely endured unpleasant physical symptoms. Life is a mixture of good times and bad times, happy moments and unhappy moments. The next time you're experiencing one of those bad times or unhappy moments that take you close to your breaking point, bend, but don't break. Try your best not to let the situation get the best of you. Try to be flexible in difficult times. Story 14. Admitting flaws. In the mid-1980s, researchers at Cleveland State University made a startling discovery. They conducted an experiment by creating two fictitious job candidates, David and John. The candidates had identical resumes and letters of preference. The only difference was that John's letter included a sentence. Sometimes John can be difficult to get along with. They showed the resumes to a number of personnel directors. Which candidate did the personnel directors overwhelmingly prefer? Difficult to get along with John? The researchers concluded the criticism John made praise of John more believable. Admitting John's fault actually helped sell John. Admitting flaws gives us more credibility. What a key to selling. So, don't be ashamed of your flaws. Many people value honesty over perfection. Story 15. Importance of being busy. Sometimes, life becomes so busy that you feel as if you are the only person who is working harder than anyone else. Yes, the grass on the other side of the fence is always greener and fresher. However, the more things one has to do, the more mentally, physically, and emotionally active one becomes. Each thing that we do adds a new dimension to our personality. It shapes our thinking. It makes us more organized, experienced, knowledgeable, and creative. The time and sweat that we put in every day into our tasks are the brick and mortar of our future. So friends, it's always better to be busy rather than idle. Behind every successful man is a busy schedule. So stay busy and active in your life. Story 16. Dream, a passion within you. What kinds of dreams will you turn to reality in your life? Everyone, every person in this world has a dream, a passion, a vision in their life that pulls them and urges them to move forward in life. You, my friend, have this vision within you. It whispers to you occasionally, but in some cases, it cries out. It cries out to be listened to and acted upon because this vision comes from your soul. Within this inner vision, there lies the magic of living your life with passion, fulfillment, and purpose. This means being true to who you really are, living your life on purpose with all the passion and energy you are capable of living. When you live from your inner passion, you will never have to seek approval from others. You will chart your own course and be the master of your own destiny. More importantly, you will feel whole, connected, and inspired. Fire your inner fire, a sense of purpose. This fire will help you harness strengths you're not even aware you have. Be connected with your inner passions, your life's dreams, and live that passion daily. So find your passion. passion and follow it. Story 17. Catch the star that holds your destiny. Catch the star that holds your destiny. Take advantage of precious opportunities while they still sparkle before you. Always believe that your ultimate goal is attainable as long as you commit yourself to it. Though barriers may sometimes stand in the way of your dreams, remember that your destiny is hiding behind them. Accept the fact that not everyone is going to approve of the choices you've made. Have faith in your judgment. Catch the star that twinkles in your heart, and it will lead you to your destiny's path. Follow that pathway and uncover the sweet sunrises that await you. Take pride in your accomplishments as they are stepping stones to your dreams. Understand that you may make mistakes, but don't let them discourage you. Value your capabilities and talents, for they are what make you truly unique. The greatest gifts in life are not purchased, but acquired through hard work and determination. Find the star that twinkles in your heart, for you alone are capable of making your brightest dreams come true. Give your hopes everything you've got, and you will catch the star that holds your destiny. Believe in your destiny, even if it's not always clear. Story 18. If I had my life to live over. The story is written after the writer found out she was dying from cancer. I would have gone to bed when I was sick instead of pretending the earth would stop spinning if I weren't there for the day. I would have burned the pink candle sculpted like a rose before it melted in storage. I would have talked less and listened more. I would have invited friends over to dinner even if the carpet was stained and the sofa faded. I would have eaten the popcorn in the good living room and worry much less about the dirt when someone wanted to light a fire in the fireplace. I would have taken the time to listen to my grandfather ramble about his youth. I would never have insisted the car windows be rolled up on a summer day because my hair had just been teased and sprayed. I would have sat on the lawn, my children and not worried about the grass stains. I would have cried and laughed less while watching television and more while watching life. I would never bought anything just because it was practical, wouldn't show soil, or was guaranteed to last a lifetime. Instead of wishing away 9 months of pregnancy, I would have cherished every moment and realized that the wonderment growing inside me was the only chance in life to assist God in a miracle. When my kids kissed me impetuously, I would never have said later, "Now go get washed up for dinner." There would have been more "I love you," more "I'm sorry." But mostly, given another shot at life, I would seize every minute, look at it, and really see it. Live it, and never give it back. Stop sweating the small stuff. Don't worry about who doesn't like you who has more or who's doing what. Instead, let's cherish the relationships we have with those who do love us. Let's think about what God has blessed us with and what we're doing each day to promote ourselves mentally, physically, emotionally, and as well as spiritually. Life is too short to let it pass you by. We only have one shot at this, and then it's gone. I hope you all have a blessed day. So seize every moment of your life and try to focus on the good things you have. Story 19. Big feet and big heart. It was an unseasonably hot day. Everybody, it seemed, was looking for some kind of relief. So an ice cream stall was a natural place to stop. A little girl, clenching her money tightly, entered the store. Before she could say a word, the store clerk sharply told her to get outside and read the sign on the door and stay out until she put on some shoes. She left slowly, and a big man followed her out of the store. He watched as she stood in front of the store and read the sign, "No bare feet." Tears started rolling down her cheeks as she turned and started to walk away. Just then, the big man called to her. Sitting down on the curb, he took up his size 12 shoes and set them in front of the girl, saying, "Here, you won't be able to walk in these, but if you sort of slide along, you can get your ice cream cone." Then he lifted the little girl up and set her feet into the shoes. "Take your time," he said. "I get tired of moving them around, and it will feel good to just sit here and eat my ice cream." The shining eyes of the little girl could not be missed as she shuffled up to the counter and ordered her ice cream cone. He was a big man, all right. Big belly, big shoes, but most of all, he had a big heart. Sometimes, the most unlikely people can surprise you. Story 20. We are our choices. As a civilization, we'll have so many gifts, just as you as individuals have so many individual gifts as you sit before me. How would you use these gifts? And will you take pride in your gifts or pride in your choices? Tomorrow, in a very real sense, your life, the life you author from scratch on your own begins. How will you use your gifts? What choices will you make? Will inertia be your guide, or will you follow your passions? Will you follow dogma, or will you be original? Will you choose a life of ease, or a life of service and adventure? Will you wilt under criticism, or will you follow your convictions? Will you bluff it out when you're wrong, or will you apologize? Will you guard your heart against rejection, or will you act when you fall in love? Will you play it safe? Or will you be a little swashbuckling? When it's tough, will you give up? Or will you be relentless? Will you be a cynic? Or will you be a builder? Will you be clever at the expense of others? Or will you be kind? I will hazard a prediction. When you are 80 years old, or in a quiet moment of reflection, narrating for only yourself the most personal version of your life story, the telling that will be most compact and meaningful will be the series of choices you've made. In the end, we are our choices. Build yourself a great story. Thank you and good luck. You are your choices. Story 21. My memory bank. Small, elegant, and alert 92-year-old woman who is up and dressed each morning by 8 o'clock with her hair nicely combed even though she is legally blind, moved to a nursing home today. Her husband of 70 years recently died, making the move necessary. After an hour of waiting patiently in the lobby of the nursing home, she smiled when I told her that her room is ready. As she maneuvered her walker to the elevator, I described her tiny room, including the eyelet curtains that had been hung on her window. I love it, she said. Mrs. Jones, you have not even seen the room. Just wait. That does not have anything to do with it, she replied. Happiness is something you decide on ahead of time. Whether I like my room or not does not depend on how the furniture is arranged. It is how I arrange my mind. I already decided to love it. It is a decision I make every morning when I wake up. Each day is a gift, and as long as my eyes open, I will focus on the new day and all the happy memories I have stored away. Just for this time in my life, old age is like a bank account. You withdraw from what you have put in. Thank you for your part in filling my memory bank. I'm still making deposits. So, happiness is not always about what you have in life, but how you choose to see things. Story 22. Autumn, the harvest season. The autumn, with its ripening fruits and waving harvest, is now with us. We see on every hand the results of the farmer's toil and forecast in the springtime. Then it was that he broke up the soil, sowed the seed, and pruned his trees and guarded the tender plants. Now we see the ripening crops. The trees are bending with golden fruit, and abundance rewards the farmer's toil. But suppose in spring the farmer had left the soil unturned, the seed unsown, the trees untrimmed, and everything neglected. What would now be the result? We you should see nothing but barren fields, overrun with weeds and beards. And the farmer would feel that a winter of want and distress is before him. And let us remember that the autumn of life will come on come on apace, and that what we now sow, we shall then reap. We should reap an abundant harvest, and gather precious fruit, and secure an autumn of plenty prosperity. We must now, in the springtime of life, be diligent and careful in the cultivation of our hearts. We must form only those habits which will produce good fruits. Our acts must be noble. Our thoughts and our words must be pure. And our feelings must be kind. As we now sow, we shall then reap. So work hard today so you can enjoy an abundance later.